Hi guys, it's Nadine. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a classic breakfast that always shows love to the people around you. It's simple and easy to make with basic ingredients. There's nothing wrong with the classic plain golden flapjack we all know and love. I'm so excited to share 4 delicious variations with you. Blueberry, double chocolate, a savory bacon and cheese, and our beloved classic plain. Flapjacks are known by different names around the world. In South Africa and the UK, they're often called flapjacks, while in the US, they're simply pancakes. In Afrikaans, we call them plaatkoekies. The earliest versions date back hundreds of years, with recipes appearing in cookbooks as early as the 1500s. Sweet or savory, flapjacks are one of the most versatile breakfast dishes. You can dress them up with fruit, chocolate, cream, honey, or jam. For today's video, I'll be making half portions of each recipe. But don't worry, at the end, I'll share the full recipes so you can recreate them at home. Let's get started. We are going to start with our plain flapjacks. This is going to be the base recipe for most of the other recipes I share, except there will be a few tweaks here and there. They're not all exactly the same. So first we're going to start by melting our butter. We're going to mix all our dry ingredients together. Our flour, baking powder, sugar, and salt. And we're just going to give it a light mix through. Next, we're going to mix together all our wet ingredients. That's our milk, our butter, and our egg. Be careful not to overmix your flapjack batter. Mix until everything is combined. The plain flapjacks we are going to cook on a medium temperature, so my pan is hot already. And I'm using 2 tablespoons to measure out my flapjack size. I scoop out a bit of batter, put it on the stove, and then I use the other one just to form the circle. I scoop about 5 flapjacks on at a time. Keep checking the temperature of our pan. It's ready to flip once the bubble starts to rise to the surface. You can see that it formed a kind of a skin on top of the flapjack, and the bubbles are very close to breaking surface. And that's our plain flapjacks done. A really simple recipe, but it's so delicious. Next, we are making our blueberry flapjacks. The recipe is very similar. We're just adding a few things from our base recipe. So first we have our blueberries, and we're just going to coat it in a little bit of the flour, just to ensure that we protect the outer shell of the blueberry. And then we're doing the exact same, adding our flour, baking powder, salt, and then we're adding more sugar. This is because blueberries tend to be a bit tart, and we want to make sure that the blueberry flapjack is on the sweeter side. We're going to give that a light mix. We're going to melt our butter. Then we're mixing our wet ingredients. Once everything is incorporated together, we're going to gently fold in our blueberries. I'm using frozen blueberries, but you can use fresh blueberries as well. Blueberries just tend to mush easily, so we don't want the blueberries to really burst open. So we want to try and protect our blueberry shape as far as possible. We are going to bake the blueberry flapjacks at a bit of a lower temperature. This is because the blueberries are going to release some moisture. We want to cook them a bit slower to ensure that we extract most of the moisture. I have a bowl with extra blueberries here just to add some blueberries to flapjacks where I can see there's a bit missing. When you incorporate blueberries, you're going to see at the end, you would have scooped out most of the blueberries, but there's still a bit of batter left. This is so that we can add some blueberries to that last bit of flapjacks as well. I'm using an electric plate to cook my flapjacks on. You can bake it on a gas stove on a pan, but yeah, we have this electric stove and it works marvelously for making flapjacks. And that was a blueberry flapjacks. Next, we're making our chocolate choc chip flapjacks. The base recipe is exactly the same. Mix your flour, baking powder, sugar, salt, and then because we're making chocolate flapjacks, we're adding cocoa powder. We're adding some vanilla extract to this flapjack. And then we're mixing everything together. We're going to add our choc chips into this mixture. The chocolate chip flapjacks we also want to cook at a bit of a lower heat because we don't want to scorch the chocolate. I put them in a glass bowl and in a microwave because the microwave is still hot from when we melted the butter. It just keeps everything at a nice hot temperature. If you stack them as close to each other as possible, they still keep each other warm while you make the rest of your flapjacks. And that was the chocolate choc chip flapjack. Next, we're going to make the savory one. For the savory flapjacks, we are going to start by cooking our bacon. We want to cut them quite small because we want to be able to spread them as evenly as possible throughout the batter. We want to cook the bacon at quite a high temperature initially because we want the fat to drain as quickly as possible to ensure that the bacon can fry in its own fat. I'm not adding any butter or oil additionally, but later on if it looks like it needs a bit extra, I will add some. We want to cook the bacon completely and we want them to become very crispy because that's going to add a nice texture into our savory flapjack. While the bacon is cooking, prepare a bowl with some paper towels inside. This is just to drain all the excess fat while we allow it to cool down before we add it into our batter. All the moisture that drained automatically from the bacon has evaporated now. So we're going to brown the bacon a bit, and then we're going to add some water, because if you add a bit of water, it actually helps to make the bacon a bit more crispy. Once the bacon is finished, we have to let it cool down completely. If you add the bacon into your batter while the bacon is still hot, it can affect the texture of your flapjack. For the savory flapjack, we also grated some cheese that we're going to add. Mix of flour, baking powder, and salt. Note that there are no sugar being added into this savory flapjack. Please comment down below some of your favorite flapjack toppings and recipes. I would love to hear them. Our bacon has cooled down completely, so we're going to add that and our cheese. Cook the savory flapjacks on a medium to low heat. You want the cheese to be able to have time to melt. If you have to host people, this is obviously a great way to give a diverse breakfast. Making all 4 different types takes a bit of time, but honestly, if you're more than one person, this would go very quickly. We just finished our last savory flapjack, and I must say, everything looks divine. I'm very excited to have a taste test for all these flapjacks. So first, the plain one. It's a good old flapjack, best served with butter, a jam and cheese. Just as I remember it, a great classic. The blueberry one is going to be a bit more on the chewy side because it's a bit of a more moist flapjack. Because the blueberries are a bit on the tartar side, the added sugar really helps to balance that out. This will also go great with some cream and some butter and some honey, even to help balance out that tartiness even a bit more. I'm very excited to try the chocolate one. This is really good. The recipe I'm giving at the end does already have more chocolate chips in than the recommended recipe because I already always double it. And then the savory one. So this is always a great classic. The cheese melted into the flapjack layers and it looks divine. This one is by far my favorite. It's so good. The bacon, the crispiness thereof, the melted cheese, and I really do hope that you make some flapjacks for your family. It's not a lot of effort, but it does show a great deal of love